Xin chao. What's up, everybody? All right, I'm here with Reporter Bear. We are going to do an update on the situation of the CCP virus here in Vietnam. It's actually starting to take off pretty high. Before we get into that video, I've started a new channel for live streaming. So I cannot live stream until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're already a subscriber and you do enjoy my channel and you want to see me go live, the link is in the description. It would greatly be appreciated if you went over there and you subscribe to that channel. Also, if you watched this video and liked it after you've watched it through, can you go ahead and please hit the like button? These things help with the algorithm to get it, shown around. Also, when people dislike it, like the trolls and stuff like that, it also helps the algorithm. But I would rather have a thumbs up, of course. Comment if you haven't commented. You don't have to. I mean, again, it helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate it if you subscribe too, if you like my content. If you don't and you don't want to see any more of these videos, there's no need to do any of that. And if you don't like my videos, you can happily thumbs down and continue still watching, which seems to be the normal thing that happens. So either way, I'm cool with it. And now let's get into the video. So yeah, yesterday we had the largest rate of cases reported ever in Vietnam since this thing started. It was 444 cases to be exact. So 444 daily COVID-19 tally rises to all-time high in Vietnam. Health authorities confirmed 287 new COVID-19 community transmissions Tuesday night, sending Vietnam's daily tally to an all-time high of 444. So yeah, it's Wednesday morning here, by the way. So we're at Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. A majority of the new patients, 243, were recorded in the epicenter of Bac Ninh province, which borders Hanoi. So pretty much a lot of the new cases, to break this down to where it makes more sense, is there's these like industrial parks where they build a lot of shit for like world supply up north, and that's where we're seeing almost 70% of all these cases. All the cases reported, 70% are coming from that area. So if that makes sense, like, let me read you the tally of per cities, and it'll make a little bit more sense for you. So Bac Ninh, which is that industrial area where I just said they pretty much build stuff for like world supply things. I'm not sure exactly what's built there. It's probably, diodes, all kinds of little different things for electronics and stuff like this. So they have 1,454 cases. That's the majority by far. Bac Ninh, which is another industrial park, so another place where they build stuff, and they're in tight-knit quarters together when they're working. They have 556 cases. Let's see. Hanoi has 328 cases now. And the interesting thing Hanoi's doing now, it's not very interesting, is they're shutting down. They are pretty much shutting down the city. Yesterday they announced that today would be the last day for getting a haircut, and they pretty much are shutting all businesses. So today there was a phenomenon where people just lined up in droves. Like, there was waits around the block for dudes to get haircuts. So I think Hanoians are pretty aware that they might be in lockdown for a while and want to get that haircut in. They haven't closed any like markets or anything yet, so there's no panic buying of supplies and stuff like this. I'll go back to that and we'll cover a little bit more information on that after I read this article out for you. So a majority of the new patients, 243, were recorded in the epicenter of Bac Ninh province, which borders Hanoi. All these are related to clusters at 3 industrial parks in the province: Quan Chau, Van Trung, and Song Ki No Han. I've completely butchered these names. My apologies. Bac Ninh, which neighbors Bac Ninh, recorded 26 cases, 23 of whom have come into contact with previously confirmed COVID-19 patients. 2 are linked to 2 different clusters at the industrial park. Another industrial park, Hanoi, recorded 12 cases, one of them at the K hospital, which has been just lifted off lockdown after a 17-day lockdown. 6 have come into contact with previously confirmed cases. 3 cases each in the province of Long Son, Ha Nam, are of those who had come into contact with previously confirmed COVID-19 patients. Almost a month into the fourth wave, the nation has logged 2,793 domestic cases in 30 cities and provinces. Factory workers in Bakying and Bakning now account for almost 70% of the total cases. So as I was saying, let me tell you about what's going on. Yeah. Hanoians began waiting in front of barbershops early in the morning to get their hair cut before all salons were closed Tuesday afternoon as a COVID-19 safety measure. People flocked to the barbershops of all kinds after the Hanoi People's Committee ordered the closure of all food and beverage establishments as well as salons and beauty parlors starting Tuesday afternoon. So they've closed all food and beverage establishments as well as salons and beauty parlors. So that's a lockdown to me. Hanoi's pretty much in a lockdown now. It's not a good scenario, and that's what we don't want to see here. We want to keep it, just to the 6 cases, really. I think it's 6. Let me double back to my other device here. So yeah, TP Ho Chi Minh City only has reported 8 cases, and we have a retraction to do on the noodle lady, because I can only report on what between like 3 different news places I use. 2 of them translate to English, and then 1 is all Vietnamese that I translate on my own. But anyways, they thought the noodle shop lady got infected from Da Nang, and that's just not the case. They actually don't know where she got infected from still. I'm going to guess this is a pretty much a no-brainer. She runs a noodle shop. Probably someone infected bought noodles from her, and I don't see that there's a way to contact trace that. So, yeah, the noodle lady did not catch it from Da Nang. As of now, they're reporting that did not come from Da Nang. So Da Nang has 154 cases. Saigon has 8 cases, which we're still doing pretty good in my opinion. Da Nang has 154. Hanoi, I said 328. So, again, I still don't think it's looking too bad. Everybody keeps saying they've got to get the vaccines. Yeah, I mean, they do got to get the vaccines, but like supply and demand, man. There's not much supply of it worldwide. And there's other countries that are just getting ravaged. Latin America, I think, just crossed over 1 million deaths. They're going to have priority over the COVID, even with purchasing of it. So, lights almost just went out. Something happened. And then we heard a loud bang outside. Maybe somebody hit something. So yeah, I think it's going to be a while. They've locked down purchase power-wise around 30 to 50 million vaccines, and there's no real timeline of when we're getting them here. And it's all going to get, prioritized to frontline workers, people in restaurants, working in restaurants, health, all this stuff. So I think it's going to be quite a while before, we get fully vaccinated here. And just saying get vaccines right away, you got to look at the logistics behind that. I don't think it's as possible as everybody thinks, and it's expensive to buy these vaccines. We've been in negotiations to buy Pfizer from America for like a month now, and we keep denying the price. I think we just can't afford it here. Like they don't want to pay the high price for Pfizer from America. They're trying to make it work. I think they will. So, I mean, I want the vaccines here too, man. I'm with you guys, but there's no need to just like light up the comment section with they gotta get it's to a point where like they're doing everything they can to get it. So let's give them a little time. In India and Latin America, there's other places that have people just like dying at an alarming rate that need priority to the vaccine, and I'm understandable of that. Like, yeah, let's get them taken care of first. I don't want to see more people die. Like, I don't want to see anybody die. So like that's where I come into with my thoughts on that. So again, in Saigon, there is no real sense of urgency or like feeling closed down. The coffee shops have like removed 80% of their chairs. Quite a few restaurants have closed, even with staffs over 10. Every single massage parlor, every single bar has help wanted signs. So what's happened with that is a lot of these people, like especially a lot of the girls that work at like lady bars and a lot of the massage girls, they're not from Saigon, and they were here to make money. So, you know, they might have lasted the first, second, third wave, because the third wave, you could find a lot of these places were still open, and they were still doing business, probably paying some kind of coffee money. But now this fourth wave they got serious with closing those things. So a lot of these girls and guys, they went back to their hometown, man. They went to go live at home, you know? Like, you have to understand, Vietnamese have no problem living at home with their family. It's very common. Like, Winnie's entire family lives together. Like, they each have their own floor in the house, and none of them plan to go get their own apartment or anything. They fully are happy and comfortable with that life. You know, the house is paid for. They just have to worry about covering the electric and stuff like this and paying their cell phone bill. So their cost of living is way down, and that's a common practice with almost all Vietnamese. So you got, you know, it makes sense for them if they're not going to have the job here. Like, a lot of dudes I knew on Bui Vien that were like working as servers and stuff there, they went back home as well. So like, all these places need to rehire people. So more than likely what'll happen is, I'd say 50% of the people that did those type of jobs are going to just find new work, because they're like, I don't want to go back again and then have a fifth wave happen and then I'm out of work again. Like, the jig is up for some of those people, but then there's just going to be new people to that party. Like, I read an article where they're actually sending recruiting places to like Mekong and other areas like this. Like, these places are trying to take someone, go there, recruit them, and bring them back to Saigon. That's how bad it's getting with a lot of these businesses. I've seen a lot of help signs at restaurants, like everywhere, like every single one. If you want to see what that looks like, just go to my Japantown video during fourth wave. I'll actually post that in the video to view after this. It'll be the video. If you watch this all the way through, that you can just click right on it, and then you can see all the wanted signs and how much you get paid, etc., and call this phone number. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Again, in Saigon, there's no real big panic. Hanoi seems to be getting towards that like full lockdown type thing. They just don't want to have a big outbreak of it. Da Nang's already in a pretty much lockdown like that, except, you know, you can go to the restaurant and pick up the food still. So you can go and get your own carry out pretty much anywhere. The market's still open. If you want to see what that looks like, Rich Watson shot a video of that. So pretty good video where he's riding around on the bike and explaining all that stuff. I actually enjoyed it. Real good video on it. So go and check his channel out. It's Rich Watson. So, and he's a Da Nang vlogger. All right, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. As always, I appreciate your support. I appreciate the kind words in the comment section. So have a good day. Stay groovy. See you on the next one. Peace out.